Of course, unlike Cyberpunk 2077, which launched on PS4 in a pretty questionable state to say the least, Ghost of Tsushima Legends launched in a near fantastic level and honestly rivaled a lot of the other games that launched alongside it that were dedicated towards a multiplayer mode like Marvel's Avengers. But we did get a new update this week involving Ghost of Tsushima Legends that will help improve the overall kind of facilitating of filling parties with Legends modes like different raids and different nightmare story missions, as well as some really cool skins that definitely brought me back into playing Legends. So what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD, what you do here, back in here on PlayStation Source, and we're going to talk a little bit about Ghost of Tsushima, the update 1.18. So they start off by laying out that they did do a little bit of minor bug fixes, and they also added a whole tool set to address two things that I guess a lot of Legends players were talking about and asking for. I haven't played Legends a ton. I did this weekend to get these skins that we will talk about later on in the video, but I've been hearing a lot about the Legends community and what they have to say about the game, but there were apparently two big things that they were asking for, one of them being an option to fill out a party for a raid, as well as players quitting mid-match that affects the overall, layout and playstyle of survival missions, because obviously, when one player dips out, I assume that would create a lot of chaos and just would make things a lot more difficult for the whole team that stayed in the match. So they now added a fill party option and a bunch of different ways that you can toggle it and tune it to find specific players that are best suited for what you are trying to do in a given match in Ghost of Tsushima Legends. So it's available for Gold and Nightmare survival missions, Nightmare story missions, and all three chapters of the Tale of Io raid. So they're all available for those modes. So it seems to be geared more towards the higher difficulty things in Legends that like definitely seem like what they are going for there. However, like I said before, what is really cool about this whole fill party options is that you can specifically tune the type of objectives that you are trying to achieve when using fill party, so you can get the right people for the right matches to complete those set objectives. So really cool aspects there, and honestly they seem to do a really good job at making this all laid out, and really does make sense in terms of hopefully this should work in real practice. I haven't heard if it works or not, I haven't really tried it, but it seems like it's gonna work out pretty well. So you can set to find players based on a different variety of aspects, like complete all bonus objectives, aiming to complete story missions without getting wounded, completing raid chapters with all of the Oni chests, etc. You can also even set it so you can only find players that have their microphones enabled, which is a really cool thing, because I know a lot of these raids and a lot of these higher tiered things in Legends require a lot of communication, a lot of coordination. So really cool to see that also added there as well. And Sucker Punch hopes that this will allow you to find players that, like I said before, are more like-minded in your goals, thus reducing the likelihood as well of them leaving mid-match. So I think that this is a really cool way to do it. I think that it's a very neat way. We've seen other games try to tone down the aspect of other people leaving a match in ways of making sure that they can't queue up right initially after they leave a game or different stuff like that. I think this is a much better way of doing it, while still allowing people that if they need to back out of a game they can. But most likely, if you're finding a specific niche person to do a raid, to do all the Oni chests, etc., they are more likely to not leave the match rather than leave the match. So I think it definitely does make sense. It definitely does make sense overall. I really like it as well. And Sucker Punch does say that this may increase the wait times, because they are of course trying to find you a player that has those same goals in mind as you are. And so it seems like there will be, of course, a little bit more of a wait time because they're trying to find the right players for you. But overall, I think that is a small price to pay for someone that is really trying to do a very specific thing in a raid. I think it works out great. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you are a very hardcore Legends player, let me know your thoughts. Do you think the system works? Is there something that I'm not seeing that could be potentially wrong with this system? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And next up here, of course, let's lay out the brand new gear and skins that they added to Ghost of Tsushima Legends. I love these skins. These skins are fire. Big fan. I do have a favorite. I will let you all know later when we get to it, but they did add these 4 specific skin sets that are built up from different body selections, different masks, different class items, and they are based off of PlayStation games that are very iconic from the likes of God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Bloodborne, and Shadow of the Colossus. So you can unlock these by simply completing anything in Legends. I did these by just, unlocking them through just doing one story mission. So for example, the God of War set is for the Samurai class. You do one story mission with the Samurai class and you get the God of War set. Same thing for the Hunter class for Horizon Zero Dawn, the Ronin class for Bloodborne, and the Assassin class for Shadow of the Colossus. You just do just one story mission and you'll get all of the different aspects to build the skin for the class. So it's very, very easy, very, very straightforward, won't take you long at all. Let's go over what you'll be getting in all of these different sets. So for the Samurai class, you'll be getting the Spartan mask, the Helm of War class item, as well as the Ghost of Sparta body. I think honestly my favorite part about this whole set is probably the body element of the whole God of War set, which is the Ghost of Sparta body armor, which I think looks fire. You have the chains on the forearms. You love to see that, just detail in there. It looks great. You have the tattoo as well. I don't love the antlers on the helmet. I'm gonna keep it honest. I don't know why those are there, but overall, I like it a lot. Super cool. Let's move on to the next one. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know I love my God of War. You know what I'm saying? I haven't played Bloodborne yet. I haven't played Shadow of the Colossus yet, but I have played Horizon Zero Dawn. This one by far is my favorite skin out of the entire set. I think this one looks fire. You're gonna get the focus mask. You're also gonna get the headband of Proving class item and the Nora Brave body skin set. So this one just looks fantastic. It looks so much like it literally looks like they brought Aloy into the game. It looks so cool. They changed the whole entire hair and on top of that, it's a whole new character model for this skin. So like it just goes more than just armor sets for this one specifically. I love this one. It looks fire. I think it's really good looking. I love the Nora Brave skin set overall. It looks great. I love this one. This is by far my favorite one, but let's move on to the Ronin. I'm not gonna lie, I played with the Ronin for a little bit. Honestly, I love this skin on the Ronin. I think this is the best looking skin for the Ronin. There's so much drip. It looks super clean, all blacked out. Let's break it down. So you'll only be getting 2 items for the Ronin class and the Assassin class as well next up, but you'll be getting the Harnam Helm class item for the top piece and the Harnam body set for the overall kind of just to fill out the whole body, right? So it looks cool. I like it a lot. I think the black feathers look super dope. I'm not familiar with Bloodborne lore to that degree, so I'm sure Harnam is something about the game that is super Bloodborne-y. I don't know. I just see that it's all black and that's definitely looks like a Bloodborne aesthetic. Looks cool. I love that it's with the Ronin class because the Ronin has always had this type of like mystique to the overall vibe of the class, so this definitely fits in it. I like it a lot. Super cool. This is probably my second favorite, honestly. And last up here, let's check up that Assassin class. Here is of course inspired off of Shadow of the Colossus. This is on my short games to beat list. I definitely want to play this game eventually. I know a lot of people love it, but just like the Ronin class, you will only be getting 2 items to get this whole Shadow of the Colossus set. You'll be getting the Colossus helm for the class item and the Colossus body skin as well to fully complete the fit. So I recognize that mask from the game that I've seen before in different trailers and gameplay and different stuff like that. What I love about this class is that he's wearing his cape, I think you would call it in Ghost of Tsushima still. The cape has the Colossus logo. I recognize that logo as well. I think it's on the Colossi, I think, in the game. I don't know. If you know, let me know down below in the comment section. I haven't played the game yet, but I know that logo is definitely connected to the game. It looks cool. I love this one. It definitely seems like it's built off of the white ghost armor set that you get at the end of the game when you choose a specific ending for the game to be spoiler free in that aspect, but it looks cool. I love this one as well. Honestly, I hate to say it, I think the God of War one might be my least favorite out of these 4 classes. I just feel like the God of War with the antlers kind of just throws it off, honestly, but I love all of them, overall. Even the God of War one, shout out to you, God of War, shout out to you. But overall, those have been the 4 classes you'll be getting, as well as a detailed look at the full party system and ways that they updated the game with the update 1.18 for Ghost of Tsushima Legends. But let me know down below, guys, if you are hardcore into Ghost of Tsushima Legends, was there something that they missed with this update? Is there something that you want brought to the game as well? Which one of these 4 different classes are your favorite for the new PlayStation skins? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and make sure also while you are down there to check out our description where you can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, and our Anchor link. That way you can listen to our long-form content and podcasts. Remember, those of course being Road to PS5, Road to Miles Morales. Those both have ended, but more Road to series to come in the future. Like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe to PlayStation Stories to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.